Then I addressed the blurred and breathless dead, vowing to slaughter my best heifer for them before she calved at home in Ithaca, and burn the choice bits on the altar fire. As for Tiresias, I swore to sacrifice a black lamb, handsomest of all our flock. Thus, to assuage the nations of the dead, I pledge these rites. Then I slashed the lamb, and you letting their black blood stream into the well pit. Now the souls gathered, stirring out of Rebus, brides and young men, and men grown old in pain, and tender girls whose hearts were new to grief. Many were there too, torn by brazen lance heads, battle slain, bearing still their bloody gear. From every side they came and sought the pit with rustling cries, and I grew sick with fear. But presently I gave command to my officers to flay those sheep with the bronze cut down, and make burnt offerings of flesh to the gods of blood, to sovereign death, the pale crucifier. Meanwhile I crouched with my drawn sword to keep the surging phantoms from the bloody pit, till I should know the presence of Tiresias. Soon from the dark, that prince of Thebes came forward, bearing a golden staff, and he addressed me.
Son of Laertes and gods of old, Odysseus, master of landways and seaways, why leave the blazing sun, O man of woe, to see the cold dead in the joyless region? Stand clear, put up your sword, let me but taste of blood, I shall speak true. Num 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 num.
At this I stepped aside, and in the scabbard let my long sword ring home to the palm of silver. As he bent down to the somber blood, then spoke the prince of those with the gift of speech.
A fair wind and the honey lights of home are all you seek, but anguish lies ahead. The god who thunders on the land prepares it, not to be shaken from your track, implacable. In rancor for the sun whose eye you blinded, one narrow strait may take you through his blows. Denial of yourself, restraint of shipmates. When you make landfall on Thrinacia, first and quit the violent
Oh, bless you.
the violet sea. Dark on the land you'll find the grazing herds of Helios, by whom all things are seen, all speech is known. Avoid those keen, hold fast to your intent, and hard seafaring brings you all to Ithaca. But if you raid the beeves, I see destruction for ship and crew. Though you survive alone, bereft all companions lost for years, under strange sail shall you come home, to find your own house filled with trouble, insolent men eating your livestock as they court your lady. Ah, you shall make those men atone in blood. But after you have dealt out death in open combat or by stealth, to all the suitors go overland on foot, and take an oar, until one day you come where men have lived, with meat unsalted, never known the sea, nor sea-going ships with crimson bows, and oars that fledge light holes for dipping flight. The spot will soon be plain to you, and I can tell you how. Some passerby will say, what winnowing fan is that upon your shoulder? Halt and implant your smooth oar into the turf, and make fair sacrifice to Lord Poseidon. A ram, a bull, a great buck boar, turn back and carry out pure hectocone. At home to all wide heaven's lords, the undying gods to each in order. Then a sea-born death, soft as this hand of mist, will come upon you when you are wearied out with rich old age. Your countryfolk is blessed, peace around you, and all this shall be just as I foretell.
Reflections in the waves spike my